Hey there, Libra, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your weekly reading. This is going to be a reading for the week of April 14th through April 20th, and we're going to take a look at your past, your present, and your near future energies. Also, Libra, please remember this is a general reading, so energies do go both ways. Also, if you'd like to book a personal reading, make sure to take a look at the description box. All the information on how to do that is available down there below. I don't like how that shuffles. I don't know why. As I was see, I was just going to say that. I was like, as I was pre-shuffling, your cards kept flying all over the place and just making a mess. And I was like, why don't you want to shuffle? Why don't you want to shuffle? Oh, please do not give me attitude with this reading, Libra. Please, that's all I ask. Okay. I like that as your main energy. So far, I'm not really sure why your cards are being so mean. Anywho, the main energy for your reading this week is the Page of Swords. So you're definitely keeping an eye on something. It could be that you're coming to a realization or an understanding about something, but this more to me feels like I'm keeping tabs on something or someone, right? I'm not getting love one way or the other here, at least not yet. In the recent past, Libra, you get the Five of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. There's a conflict here. And I feel like this conflict has been weighing on you for quite some time. You've been very indecisive about what to do regarding this situation. And I'm not sure what the situation is quite yet. But what's interesting is in the recent past, you've gone from a position of, I'm conflicted, I'm unsure what to do about this. And you're now in a position of feeling very balanced and emotionally stable about it. And it's been a slow process for you. So whatever this is, there's been a transition. There's been kind of a shift from, I don't know what to do, I can't decide which path to take, into, I'm feeling good about this. I'm feeling really, really good about this. So we'll see what that's about. In the current situation, you get the Emperor, the Six of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. The Nine of Wands, I'm sorry. So there's a situation here which you're realizing that you may need to walk away from. You may need to leave the situation behind. But you kind of don't want to. You keep showing me this energy of, I know this is what I need to do, but maybe if I give it one more chance, maybe if I keep trying, maybe if I just, stand my ground, it'll be able to get resolved. And again, you're showing me the Emperor, which is you. It's confident. You're confident about this. So I'm not really sure why it is that you're dragging your feet or why it is that you're resisting this, because you know you have everything you need in order to move forward. You know you have the ability to handle whatever the situation is. So again, very conflicting energies. Now, in the near future, you get the Chariot, the King of Cups, and the Four of Cups. There's definitely love showing up here for you in the near future. This is a lot of love that you carry specifically for somebody, and things are happening quite rapidly between the two of you. But you're still unhappy about it. So it could be that things are happening too fast, which I don't think is the case for you because you're an air sign. You love fast. You love things moving at the speed of light. It could be that things are not moving fast enough for you. Or this could also be your person's energy. We'll get more clarity once we clarify. So let's take a look. Let's start off by clarifying the Page of Swords, which is the main energy for your reading this week. There you are. Page of Swords is clarified by the Justice, the Six of Cups, and the Magician. You're manifesting this connection. You're manifesting a love connection. I feel like this is somebody that you actually have some history with. This is somebody that you're familiar with. This is not like you're manifesting a brand new connection. You're showing me here, I want this. I'm manifesting it. I really do care for this connection, and I do have a lot of good memories with this person. But there's a difference between manifesting, Libra, and actually doing something about it. And when it comes to the doing something about it, you ain't doing much. You're showing up under the Page of Swords energy, which is literally if you're doing anything, it's very, very minimal. You're not investing a lot of effort in this manifestation in making it happen. You definitely have the desire to have this, but I don't see you taking any action or very much action when it comes to actually doing something about having this connection come into your life. Let's take a look at your recent past. Clarify the Five of Wands for you in the recent past. Five of Wands is clarified by the Judgment, the Five of Wands again, and the World. There's definitely a conflict here for you. This could be between you and somebody else, but I feel like this is more so an internal conflict within yourself. Do I do this? Do I do that? Should I do this? Should I do that? Either way, you're coming to a spiritual awakening here. And as a result of the spiritual awakening, your higher self is kind of signaling to you and being like, hey, we're done with this conflict. We're not having this anymore. We need to close the chapter. We need to close this book. So you're definitely at the position where whatever this conflict is about, whatever it is you can't decide within yourself regarding, that's coming to an end. You're no longer conflicted. And now I understand why you get the Nine of Cups here, because once you and your higher self have made the decision to just be like, okay, no more, we're not conflicted about this, then obviously the next result is emotional balance, emotional stability. So that's very good. That's very good. Very, very kind of like quick and easy and decisive. Like, okay, I didn't know what to do about this. All right, I'm not thinking about this anymore. I've made a decision. Next. I like it. Let's take a look. Okay. And it seems like there's love on your brain here. You get, for the Nine of Cups, you get the King of Cups, which you get again in the same row in the near future. The Seven of Pentacles, the Empress. It could be that what you were conflicted about had to do with this connection, with this relationship. And what you're showing me here is, you know what? I've made that decision. And once I've made that decision, I've stepped into a position of being able to actually do something about it. You have somebody very special to you here. This person is like all that in a bag of chips as far as you're concerned. And you're showing me here that you want to work on things. You're open to working on things. I don't see you quite taking the action yet, right? Because you're showing me the Seven of Pentacles, which is kind of like, you know, I could do this, I could do that, I want to do this, this could work, but I don't know if I want to invest the energy in this quite yet. So even though you're not doing much about it yet, the feelings are definitely there. And again, it's almost like you've come to the understanding of like, what do I feel about this person? Do I actually care about them this much? Once you've come to that realization, it's like the floodgates of emotion open. But again, I don't see you actually doing anything. You're definitely in a much more emotionally balanced position when it comes to this whole connection though. The conflict surrounding it is gone, at least for you. Let's take a look at the Knight of Pentacles for you here in the recent past. You're getting so many repeating cards. The Knight of Pentacles is clarified by the Nine of Cups, which you just got, the Five of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles. You're slowly moving past whatever happened between you and this person in the past. Again, once the feelings resurface for you here, then you're kind of like, okay, I know what I feel. I know that I want to act based on how I feel. That brings me emotional fulfillment. That brings me emotional stability. And I want to move past whatever disagreement, whatever disappointment, whatever happened between us in the past. And I want to move into a much more stable position. I want to move into something that can withstand the test of time, something that has that grounded, stable, kind of long-term energy. And again, this could be within yourself where you're like, you know what? Like, I care about this person. I love this person. Even if I don't want to do anything with them, I still want to be able to allow myself to move past it. Although for most of you, I feel like you're moving past it with your person. But we'll see. Let's take a look at your current situation, see what this Emperor is about for you. The Emperor is clarified by the Death, the Two of Cups, the Ace of Swords. Yeah, you want to bring this back. You're definitely showing me an energy here of whatever ended, whatever at some point in the past came to an end, the love is still there. At least as far as you're concerned, the love is still there and you want to do something about it. And what's beautiful is you're coming from the Ace of Swords energy, which is a very clear, very like, you know, A, B, C, D, E, F, G type of steps that I know I need to do. And you're very level-headed about this. You're not coming from a place of desperation, a place of, oh, you know, like, I'm in so much pain, I just don't want to be alone, and that's why I'm pursuing this. No, this is all a very, very level-headed, like, clear trajectory. Like, I was conflicted, I feel the feelings, I've resolved whatever the conflict is, I want to move past whatever happened between us, I want to take action to pursue this connection again. It's all very, not methodical, because that sounds kind of bad, but just very, like, level-headed. I keep saying that, I don't know why. Let's take a look at the Six of Swords for you in the current situation. The Six of Swords is clarified by the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the Three of Swords. You're working through this emotional pain. I feel like whatever happened between you and this person, or you and multiple other people in the past, you've still carried that. You've still held on to that. And in the current situation, you are slowly and very methodically working through this pain. It's like you realize you need to let go and release this pain because carrying it around with you, this heartbreak, this, you know, disappointments, this pain from past relationships, or with this relationship, it's just not serving you anymore. And so what you're showing me here is I'm going to work through it very, very logically. Here's the thing though, Libra. You are an air sign, so I understand that it's very easy for you to be logical and methodical and work through things kind of like a checklist. The Queen of Swords is a type of energy that is not open to emotions. This is somebody who's very logical, she's very knowledgeable, she's very practical, but she does not access her emotions. And this pain is emotional. And so you're trying to work through this emotional pain from a mind perspective, which again, to some extent, it will work through it, right? Like there are certain things we need to do in order to process this pain. But if this pain is stored in your heart and you're trying to get your head to resolve it, that's a little bit kind of like, I don't really want to dig deep into this energy. I don't really want to dive deep into where this pain is actually stored. You know what I mean? Let's take a look at the Nine of Wands for you in the current situation. The Nine of Wands is clarified. The Nine of Wands is clarified by the Knight of Cups, the Ten of Cups, and the Devil. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is you're showing me feelings. You're showing me love. You're showing me I feel happy. I'm diving into this. I'm expressing how I feel. My heart is open. I'm really, really going in, diving in with both feet, jumping head first. Here's the thing though. The Devil is here to let me know that you're not fully diving into this. You may have a tendency to tell yourself, excuse me, you may have a tendency to tell yourself, oh, this feels so good. This feels amazing. I'm finally opening up. This is making me so, so happy. Don't forget that the main card that you got here is the Nine of Wands. There's some resistance here. So it's almost like you're charging ahead, but you're still holding on to something behind you. The best example that I can give you is like you're pushing the brakes while flooring the gas. So you're not moving, but you're telling yourself that you're moving. You're like, I'm flooring the gas, my car should be moving, but it's not moving. It's because your foot is still on the brake. There's some resistance here that you still have. I'm not saying you don't feel these feelings. I'm not saying you don't feel the love, that you're not opening up. You are. Not fully though. That's why the Devil is here. And this could be a pattern of yours that you have, whether it's with this person or with connections in general, where it's like, I'm happy, I feel the love. But it's like there's something still holding you back there, Let's take a look at the Chariot for you in the near future. The Chariot is clarified by the Knight of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. Yeah, you're definitely moving. Things are happening very quickly for you here in the near future, and you're doing. Like, it's not just sitting here in an energy of, oh, I want this, maybe I don't want this. Like, no. You're actually taking action. You're actually putting in the work to make something happen. And I feel like it is happening very, very quickly. Now, again, like I said, you're an air sign. You like things moving quickly. This may be moving a little bit too quickly even for you because you're showing me here I'm stressing out a little bit. Things are working. I'm putting in the effort, like whatever it is you're investing your energy in the near future, whether it's this connection, personal growth, your business, whatever. Things are working. Things are moving. They may be happening a little bit too fast even for you, because the speed at which this is happening is kind of stressing you out a little bit in the near future. Let's take a look at the King of Cups for you in the near future. The King of Cups, yeah. Remember how I said here in the current situation, you may have a pattern of telling yourself how happy you are, but still kind of, there's some resistance there, which you're not really even acknowledging. In the near future here for the King of Cups, you get the Ten of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. There is a brand new beginning here, okay, between you and this person. The love is definitely there. And don't forget, you got the King of Cups in the recent past tied up to how much you care about this person and wanting to work on things. In the near future, though, the King of Cups is tied up to the Ten of Wands, which to me is letting me know I feel these things. I want this brand new beginning with this person, but it's so hard. Here's the thing, though. I'm going to call you out here, and you may not like what I'm about to say. It's not as hard as you're making it seem, because the Five of Swords is here. You may be telling yourself how difficult this is. You may be telling yourself this is so hard. You may be telling yourself like, oh my gosh, all these feelings, it's so much for me to deal with. It's too much for me to cope with. It's so hard. I'm here to let you know that I don't feel like it's as hard as you actually believe it to be. I think you're making it a little harder for yourself for whatever reason, right? And it could be because in the current situation, you're still holding on to some resistance here. And that could be that emotional pain that you're processing from a mind perspective instead of a heart perspective. Let's take a look at the Four of Cups for you in the near future. The Four of Cups is clarified by the Six of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, and the Page of Wands. Okay, so what's happening here is you definitely want to restore balance between you and this person. You definitely are open to it. But again, I don't see you doing much. And that's why you're in an energy of like being unhappy about this. You keep wanting to do all these things. You keep wanting to invest all this energy to make things right, to balance things out. And then you keep showing me, you know what, never mind, there's no point. Or if you do actually do something, you're giving this much effort, which is not much. Your desire is like this much and you're giving this much effort, right? You have a lot more to give, you're not giving it though. And we've kind of talked about possibly why in the current situation. But what's interesting is you're showing me, me not giving in all this effort, it's making me unhappy. So if it's making you unhappy to not fully commit yourself to something, give your energy to something. And again, this could be a relationship, this could be a job, take it as it resonates for you. If you have more to give, but you're not giving it, but not giving that energy makes you unhappy, why are you not fully giving into this? You know what I mean? Let's close off your reading and see what the universe wants you to keep in mind this week, Libra. From the universe, you get the Seven of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. And at the bottom of the deck, you get the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles in the near future showed up, tied up to you telling me it's so hard to have this new beginning. It's so hard to start from scratch, to start over, when it's not really that hard. And again, like I said, the reason it's so difficult for you, the reason you're giving up on whatever this potentially stable, I want to say connection, but it may not be a connection for you. It's just something that you view as very stable, very grounded. So for some of you, this could be a connection, this could be a job, this could be a friendship. Take it as it resonates. The reason it's so difficult for you to actually fully commit to this and not just kind of get frustrated, not give up, not decide to walk away halfway through when it comes to whatever this thing is because there's still pain tied up to it. Now, pain doesn't have to be with relationships, right? You could have pain tied up to a job, an experience that you had at a job, getting fired from that job. Like it, again, could be any number of things. But there's some unprocessed pain tied up to whatever this thing is that you view as potentially very stable. And what Spirit is reminding you here is you're going to get frustrated. You're going to want to give up and walk away from this. But you're only doing so not because you genuinely want to walk away, but it's because you're getting annoyed and frustrated that things are either happening too fast or not happening at the rate that you want them to. So keep that in mind as you're working through this. So Libra, that is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. If it resonated, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and make sure to check out your monthly reading up on the channel now. Thanks again for tuning in, Libra, and I'll see you here next week.